Let's get it done.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to
This
back. Wow.
back to
This
back
show
big
is
wows, back to back big wows, back to back emotional roller
this show
coasters.
is giving. They just gave us a two-piece, bro. Like just boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
like
And
out the
now,
gate.
yeah,
Stop playing.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's episode 2 of this season of Recap and Record, and of course, we're watching House of the Dragon season 3. We just kicked it off last week, and now we're back. My name's Levi. That's Los. Find us. Click all the links in the description down below. As you just heard, I mean, this episode, boy oh boy, wouldn't it have made a great season finale for episode 2, huh? Or season 2.
So you're saying we're still riding the high of the last season.
I mean, it's, I'm gonna get over that fact here and now just because, but I mean, if they would have given us, I would have had a whole new outlook on season 2 if they would have given us this back then. But it's fine. We're here now.
Was it that bad though? Like
no.
I know you're saying that, but like, was it like lacking? I thought we ended last season. I thought we were still excited.
Yeah, I think we were. I don't know. It's just because of what I know, and like it just hearing that, and then it would have just to me it would have made more sense. But you're right. Season 2 was certainly not lacking at all, and it's just making for a great what we now have as a season 3. So
wow,
man,
they're not playing with us anymore. Like they came out and like I said, they gave us a 2-piece right out the gate, just boom, boom. It is kind of cool if you think about it. Maybe if this was connected to the previous season, but
it's
fine.
Man,
what a start! What a start, man. This is like, for whatever, it's like revisionist history. It's like people forgot that this show was good at all.
Yeah.
And just the fans, everybody, they're just talking crazy. Hot take. The team writing House of the Dragon season 3 should have written GOT season 8. Oh,
interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's just it seems like the gloves are off on this season. It seems like the showrunner's just doing whatever he wants to do with the story. And I mean, aside from a few things here and there, I know there's been some major changes and other character developments, and some people technically I don't think exist, or races are different, and everything that we're just kind of discovering from the books. But I mean, this is we could have definitely used this energy in season 8 of Game of Thrones for sure.
That's no question.
So I mean, just this, I barely took any notes this episode just because I feel like it was just kind of one major event. The beginning was a little bit just getting everyone together, and then once the Avengers assembled, that was kind of our kind of back half of the episode. So So just to start, a lot of emotions to start this episode. Rhaenyra and just dealing with the aftermath of Jace and the battle and getting back to the castle. How did you feel about this scene? Did you think she was gonna punish her Kingsguard, or just how I was on eggshells kind of watching this because I didn't know how she would react and what we saw and heard from the trailer, what was it actually was going to play out to be. So just curious your thoughts on the opening scene.
On the opening scene, man, already I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm kind of cringing, not because of how she would like maybe punish people, but just seeing how she can cope with this, because everybody is watching her, right? And everybody is, and everybody's been watching all her moves. And there's this theme, obviously, in House of the Dragon, this gendered theme where obviously like women can't rule, or they can't rule in the same capacity as men. And they're definitely playing into that because they are showing a mother's raw emotion, right? Not a queen necessarily, not necessarily a king either. We're seeing a mother's raw emotion, and you could tell everybody's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Everybody's uncomfortable. There's sadness, but it's like, I think more so me, like I was looking at it like this, but I feel like the people in the scenes, all the nights, everybody's looking at how she's reacting to this, right? And she is just like, she's talking to her son as if he's gonna respond back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
and that just I think is supposed to be this kind of like thing that we're trying to sell with this season is that yes, she is a queen, but is she fit to rule as such? And
yes, yes.
so just at least a few times in this episode, I'm sure we'll get to most or all of them, it very well is the opposite of that. And in the sense
Yes.
that like okay, cool. Plenty of kings before you have lost their sons to
Yep.
war or traitorous, but the king's not in his chambers crying in bed, not
Hell
wanting to
nope.
see anybody. He's on
Nope.
the throne. He's doing business. He's figuring it out. He has a strategy, and it's like okay, like you can't do this. And by the way,
Yeah.
like everyone in the castle knows that's what she's doing in this moment.
Yep.
So it's like okay, there's check mark number one. Maybe we're not emotionally there as a king. Maybe we'll get to
Yep.
the physical part here towards the end, but like it's just a
Oh my
situation where
yo, this episode was crazy. It was very hacky, this episode.
we've got a bit to get into, but it's just and then another just kind of glimpse of that is in the next scene, and we'll just get off this scene by scene in a minute, but it's just kind of Rhaena not knowing what to do next with her situation because now she's got Sheep Stealer, he's a wild dragon, and
Yeah.
it's like now how are we going to react to this? Because Rhaenyra knows about it. She knows Sheep Stealer. She knows the name. She just doesn't know the rider. Oh, it's technically your stepdaughter.
Yep.
But basically, yeah, it's such a in that interaction with Reyna and her lady, that was supposed to send her on the
Of
ship
the
and
veil,
protect
yeah,
her,
yeah.
Lady of the Veil, just was this and just an interesting moment of the female emotions and on the show. It's like, so you have enough to go into battle, but why didn't she go to Dragonstone? Why didn't she go literally anywhere else to get help with this except back there? So just and now she's just what, left to roam free like in the wild with her dragon? Like,
Yeah.
s
People said, like, that they ain't like how, it made it look like, Raina was a crackhead, like, asking the white lady for some help.
right. Like,
And she did look sure yeah, like, you're royalty, like, I don't know, like, come with some gumption, and basically the lady was like, "Alright, like, I can't stop the dragon, whatever, but, like, I better not see your face, like,
right,
whatever.
right.
You could be out here, I guess, but, like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me,
And Sheep
like, don't
Stealer
talk."
in the back just mean mugging her the whole time, like
Yep.
ready to pounce, if he said the wrong words. So just kind of really capturing that that emotionalness of this episode. And I just think it's genuinely hilarious. I love this next scene where all the girls are crying and Damon's partying with his boys, singing songs. He's got Lions and Lannisters heads on poles. I
Yep.
mean, it's just a complete opposite of their victory of their recent battle, which was
Well, yeah, and he gets the Raven, right? So
yeah,
he has the note, and yeah, it's the total opposite. It's not this lamenting of it, like, all right, it happened.
yep,
We take it in for a second, and then right away,
that's
all
it.
right, you go here, you
Yep,
go here,
yep,
you go here, and I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna handle this, right? Like it's no, there was no hesitation at all from him. There was no time to mourn. Like yeah, and that's the thing. And obviously, if you are watching this with a woman, right? You probably watching it with your woman, whatever.
mm,
Like when you do try to have that conversation, I feel like they try to pigeonhole you to mean like all of society today, and I'm like, no, I'm like in this society you can't even be. I like because it's like, what emotions are women allowed to show? And I was like,
yeah,
in this setting, like
yeah,
they are not allowed to be, they're not allowed to be sad. And I was like, they're not even allowed to be happy. I was like, me and Levi talked about this plenty of times.
right.
You can't even show happiness in this. So it's not, yeah, the only emotion
It's
that's allowed here in this show is anger. I mean,
yeah,
anger, vengeance, and stuff like that. It's not yeah, you can't even like I said, you can't even it's not just sadness and crying and vulnerability. You can being happy is vulnerable in
right.
this
It's all a
setting,
weakness, right?
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but they try to put like, no, it's no, this show is like the extreme
Yeah,
opposite.
it's I mean, you're riding around on nuclear bombs, like, what do you and then we're surprised when someone gets burned, and it's like
Yep.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely that Raven, that note just then kinda set off the tone for the rest of the episode, um, and, it's a yeah, no, you're completely right. She can't even be happy because then that just gets exploited as another weakness.
Yeah, because that's
Um,
what happened last episode. She was too giddy and not even thinking about, wait up, we're in the middle of something. Like, keep that in your back pocket.
right,
Like, but
right.
let's figure out this battle
Yeah,
first.
yeah. How do we feel about now that Jace is dead? Bela is single and ready to mingle back on the market, not even 24 hours afterwards,
You
but
felt that way? You felt I thought that she was just hollering at her
we're
cousin or her, yeah, like her relative.
I believe I heard rumors and whispers
He probably does marry.
through the
This probably is some
grapevine.
stuff
I
where
think they do end up together in some form or
I
capacity.
kinda got those vibes, but
Yeah,
I was like, "Man, that's a little too fast." But I get it. That's just how the nature of this show is. But
yeah,
no, Bayla, man, Bayla is just showing like she is showing queen qualities to me, bro.
yeah.
Like, she is definitely, like, the MVP. She's doing all the dirty work. She's doing everything that nobody wants to do. So, she's the one that brings, her husband's body back. Like, yeah, like, a lot of
Oh,
times
yeah,
too,
flying back with
you
the
lost
body.
at sea. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Something happened to you, they don't bring your body back all the time, you know what I mean? So, yeah, she's the one that had to bring the body back. She's the one that has to extend the olive branch to Alan just to make sure everything's okay
yeah,
and to give him the correspondence of, like, what's about to happen next and to find her, her grandfather or whatever, so,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
she did it.
so
She's cleaning up. Yeah, she's doing good. And that scene with like all four of them on the beach was pretty cool. I like the just the what Corlys said is a straight line from the book. If this is what victory looks like, I never want another. Something along those lines. I think
that
I
was
just
yeah,
butchered.
that was a bar, that was a
Yeah.
bar.
And him just is essentially legitimizing the bastards, giving them their name, and
Yes.
Bela being there to witness it is just everything that they now need. So that was a cool
Yeah,
moment.
this episode, it was like you had to bear witness to a couple different things, like, they needed a witness for this,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
there's a witness later
yeah,
on that
yeah,
unexpected witness later on in the
yeah.
episode.
Speaking of keep just people who are good together. I need a whole episode with Lars and Aegon in the back of a wagon, getting into
Oh
mischief,
my
like them
god.
bantering and the back and forth with them. I love this episode as well. I thought that was
I
I thought that
know
was great.
Aegon did, dipping into some hand-to-hand combat a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Got
Yeah,
the little shanky, he got his little shank action on, you know
yeah.
what I mean, on the young boy, like
Yeah. Yeah, oh, and that kid was, like, scared to
hijinks.
death. Yeah, that kid was scared to
Yes.
death, and I was like, "Ah, I hope they don't kill," and then they did. It's
Yep.
and those were just, for the audience,
Triarchy, that
the
the triarchy.
triarchy that, yeah, kinda got away, some of the yeah, yep, yep, yep. And
That's the only
so
thing, like, sometimes I think they need to do a better job of identifying or
right.
showing identifiers of just people that get burned and killed. Cause like, there was a couple times I'm like, "Alright, well, but, like, but what flank of army is this?"
Yeah,
I still wanna know, like, I wanna
yeah,
know whose men these were, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes they'll give that report later on, like, but still.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, and I thought and that's kinda wrapping up their pretty much character involvement for this episode, right? Nothing else more with them. They're on the way to Rook's Rest now, which is where, I believe his dragon still is. His dragon Sunfire is still alive and probably just healing at Rook's Rest still after
Yes.
that battle. So, we'll probably I think there was a clip in one of the trailers where we see, Aegon, like, leaning and, like, laying on his dragon as it's breathing, so assuming that's probably
Mm,
coming next episode.
okay.
Um, and so then next character on the list is just Allison, who is this episode, man, has a roller coaster for herself. Just kind of
Wow.
deciding what to do and who to tell what and who to trust within the walls and just doing her best to make sure this plan comes to fruition because up until this point, she didn't think that Aemon was going to leave.
Yeah.
And thank goodness that's kind of the first cut we see of him leaving. So now she's got to put everything into perspective and make sure she's got the Kingsguard, the gold cloaks,
Yep. She
the
got
her
put everything in motion. Yep.
yeah, and I thought this was obviously risky, in the sense that, like, what exactly what happened? She got half the people on board, and half the people were like, What do what? You want us to not do our job? Like, why?"
Yeah, yeah,
So
she was she was being very suspicious and conspicuous, and it's the fact that we know that the queen, she's a little bit different. I mean,
yeah,
she's a little, neurodivergent compared to, like, everybody else, so, like, it just clearly looks like Allison is speaking for her,
yeah,
and, everybody's like, just it was fun, like, seeing Helena get those wins where, like, she's speaking up, even though she's being coached,
yeah.
her, like, getting the and you could tell she was proud of herself, like, when she said something, she was like,
No beast shall be harmed. I
yes,
want a
yes.
chicken farm. Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
she's a very
She's
interesting
so
character.
innocent, like,
Yeah,
right now, she's the most innocent character probably in
right,
the whole
right,
show right now.
right, and just
Um,
yeah.
but
So
yeah, no, it was yeah.
the scene with her and I didn't write down his name, but the guy who's just confronting her in her room, Lord he's the Master of Laws, the guy who attacked her.
Yes, what is this guy? I forget what this guy's name, but yeah, that was
So what
wild,
is
bro.
that? That was just so for that. I mean, was that like his plan all along? Like, I'm gonna go in here, confront her, tell her I know about her and Cole's secret relationship, and then like attack. Like, I
No,
guess.
no, because he got word that Rhaenyra was coming, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that was his. Like, he wouldn't have known that Alicent was gonna just, like, commit treason, so to speak,
Yeah.
whatever. So, but no, that was just like I guess he was trying to get some extras out of the
Right.
situation, obviously. And yeah, that was very scary, man. I was uncomfortable because I was thinking like, damn, like I don't know if we other than like obviously we know that stuff happens in this world, but like
Almost
SA
seeing
like
it.
that? Like
Yeah,
like
seeing it.
Daenerys? Like, but that
Yeah.
was, like, semi-consensual? Like, when else have we really like, I mean, like, it almost went down, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
royal, she's a royal,
Right,
like, I
which is like
mean
your head instantly, and so, like and that's what I mean, that's why I asked, like, was that his plan? Because, like, if you like, even if he did succeed in what he was about to do,
yeah.
you think she's just not gonna tell anybody after that, and you're not gonna have your head taken after that?
Well,
S
he actually thought he had the big joker, you know what I'm saying? He thought like, well, yeah, I mean, since I know some stuff that she's about to do, and he's trying to say whatever he's trying to say,
Oh, he was
he
trying to
he
use
thought that would
all the blackmail, right, right, right.
yeah,
I
that
know
that
about
that
you
kind of
and
black.
Cole, I know about you yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, like, so he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm
Mm,
what I'm about to do to her, like, that's no big deal compared to what she's doing to this kingdom." Like, she's literally trying
right,
to help them give
wow,
away this,
yep.
but
Yep,
it was just too egregious,
yep,
and the maester was right there,
yep.
and,
Yo,
like,
shout
good
out
good
to him. He's going through it this season. This
oh my
Maester man.
gosh.
I mean, between like all of the Greens and all the Targaryen kids, I mean, he's an MVP this season for sure.
He's like, "I
Uh,
don't know what you did, but it's desperate. Whatever
right.
you did
Yeah.
whatever you did is desperate,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like, bitch, you better like let me know next time. Like you better like so I can make sure you all right. But yeah, that was creepy, bro. Like he was really about to take because he feel like and that's the thing, man. These royals, these kings, queens, whatever, like, I think they have a little bit more privacy than they really do,
Mm,
but, like, it's just process of elimination, you know what I mean? All it takes is one person to whisper, so, like,
yeah.
everybody knows that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Cole was smashing, obviously,
Right.
especially
Right.
especially in that world, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah. Yeah.
That was creepy.
So she's getting the Kingsguard to stand down. She's getting the Knights to stand down. She's basically telling people, "Listen, Rhaenyra's coming. You need to just let her in because this is what's gonna happen. You're either gonna burn because she's got 4 dragons with her, or you need to let her in."
Yeah.
And so we kind of see that from most people. They kind of obey. And we see her. Did you notice when like the dragons started coming and they were like on the streets with their hoods up trying to get out and all the commotion?
Man, obvious.
Did you see like the 2 girls like mean mugging them when she was like, "Yo, we can't go this way," and then they had to turn around? There were like 2 girls like staring them down in the alley like they knew who she was. And I don't know if they were gonna, like, attack her or out her or something, but, like, she saw them clocking her and was like, "Oh, Helena, nope, turn around, we can't go that way."
Yeah.
It's interesting, a quick little thing, I don't know, I
Nah, I
just
didn't
kinda
I didn't
noticed
even
it.
notice that. Nah.
Um, and
Well,
so
clearly they got caught by somebody,
for
so.
well, right, for all intents and purposes, we assume that they might have escaped,
Yep,
until
yep.
the very end of the episode. So we'll kinda wrap that up towards the end, but, um, Allison Rivers, a prominent character, a couple scenes in
Mm,
this episode.
yeah.
Her with Damon just being like, "Look, everybody wants a castle." Everybody's like, "Listen, if I'm helping Rhaenyra,
Oh,
I want a castle."
Allison.
Right,
Yep.
I need it. Rhaenyra's got like 12 different castles to give out. That I think is hilarious. But I mean,
Yeah, and it was just like, I guess she thought like maybe she had a connection enough with
yeah,
Damon to where like, "I got pool with you, like, can
but
you pull some strings?"
isn't
And he's like, "You not even my girl." Like, yeah, I
right.
mean? Like, I ain't even hit that. Like, what you
Yeah.
talking about? Like, I mean,
And
like
isn't she's like a witch who's been alive for like ever. So isn't technically the castle like she can just come and go as she pleases. So like I don't obviously I'm sure her owning
she don't wanna have to
Harrenhal.
fight every day for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just wants to be living in there in peace, I guess. But,
Right.
yeah, give it to her because that shit is haunted
Well,
anyway,
and
you
then
know what I
and
mean?
then
Like,
and then just to cut to the next character, we can talk about Aemon showing up, just destroying all the construction work his uncle just got done doing last
ah,
summer, knocking over the brand new
yeah.
foundation, like, and just burning the troops. Definitely a cutback to or a callback to Aegon the Conqueror. He's the first one to burn down
Yes.
Harrenhal. So
Yep.
and I think his sister wife was
Yeah, she was part of that, yep. Yep.
Vagar's rider. So I'm sure Vagar was happy to be burning that castle down again.
Yeah,
Um,
when they fought here in the Black.
yeah. First time we see Aemond in armor. He hasn't worn armor up until this point because he hasn't been scared, and now, according to his sister, he is scared. So he's got that little extra layer of protection there. An interesting touch. I think he looks ridiculous. I think he looks absolutely ridiculous. He doesn't look good. He's trying to be like he's trying to be Damon. And I thought for a moment, I thought, how funny would it be if they had him say the same lines when he walks it, like just scene for scene, Damon taking Harrenhal in season 2, now Aemon taking it,
Yep.
and just kind
Yep.
of introducing himself to everyone there. Um,
Yeah, and him trying to flex, and obviously he did flex, but it was just like it was, Sir Strong, he's just, or Lord Strong, he's just like, all right, man, like
well,
let's.
and if I'm
I
assuming
don't fight
right.
like.
And so he just takes him out, and then Aemon gets stabbed by, like, an NPC, like, it's just a
Yeah.
non-playable character, like, and that's what presumably kills the king. Like, I mean, I'm sure obviously Alicent Rivers is gonna work her magic and he's gonna be just fine, but at the end of the day, it's like, that was it, bro? You did all this, you came in hot on your dragon, you burned down the castle, you killed the king, and now, like, you're the
Yeah, the way it was a little bit. I'm like, dang, like that was so delayed, like that
Right,
that was
right.
it was such a delayed reaction. I'm like, dang, like
Yeah.
he must have really got you, bruh.
I wonder if there was magic in there. Like, I wonder if Alicent was doing something
Yeah,
else
maybe,
to him to make him
maybe.
I don't know. And that's essentially all we had from him this episode. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, he looks very, very little in the armor. Like
Yeah,
he's skinny. Like he's
yeah,
a skinny little
yeah,
guy. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And I think we talked about it last season, but and I'm assuming they'll probably use it in the books. I'm going to assume that the future child Allison has with this man is going to be her key to get her play to get the castle. Because this is what everyone needs a play. Now that they're all finding out that Rhaenyra is not giving them castles, you've either got to get a betrayal and have a better deal from the other side, or you have a baby with someone who's supposed to be the king, and then they can just give you a castle, whether you're married or not, or whatever, like a reason for them to give you a castle. So
Yeah, yeah.
interesting. We'll see what happens between her and Aemon here in the next couple of episodes. And then any other characters to really talk about? I mean, we saw Damon and White Worm have a little bit of a conversation, just trying to feel each other out and see where they are as far as
Mhm.
loyalty. We also
Well, Damon goes to see he talks to the dragon seeds, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
2 of the dragon seeds, and it was just like, I didn't tell you to think, man. You didn't
Right.
you're not here to think, you're not here to suggest anything, like, why who told you to leave?
Yeah.
Who told you to leave here and all?
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
well, we were there for 2 days. Oh, so what you think recon is 2 days and that's it? Like, yo, y'all so green, man, both of those guys. But it's like, that's the thing. Rhaenyra being in charge, there is not proper onboarding for these.
right. 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 That's what I
Not
mean.
a CEO, yeah, I mean?
The
Like, you
and
gotta onboard and develop
the
your
dragons
people.
aren't trained, the riders aren't trained. They're just they're
Yep.
sitting
They didn't have
they're sitting.
orientation yet, man, like, they you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, you what it
because Rhaenyra is too busy crying, and it's like it's if Daemon was king, he would have trained them. It would have been a
Oh, they were
proper.
yeah.
They would have learned. They would have learned. Does Off know Valyrian? Do they know the language, or do they just know the word Jakar? You know what I mean? So it's
Yep,
like
yep.
you're right. There was no orientation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
HR, man, needs to get involved, man.
right. And
Yeah, like, yeah, well, yeah, now who is the hand of her? Like, I mean, if she's like the queen, who's her hand? It would
it's
seem like it was
Corlys.
Jace.
No, it was
Oh, Corliss. Oh,
Corlys is
yes,
her hand.
Corliss is yes, but he's off to battle, yes.
Right.
Okay.
So, and
Yeah, she
then,
needs some wisdom.
well, and as we see, she's only got 2 dudes left because as soon as they leave, they're leaving for King's Landing, and it's just 2 of her advisors left.
Yep.
Her kids are dead. She's got Damon, and everyone else is off at battle. And that just kind of takes us. I mean, that's pretty much the kind of back half of the episode. This and what felt like, I mean, just sucked you right in. It's like just, whereas Game of Thrones, we can have that action, we can have that physical that we got in episode 1, but just this
Mhm.
emotional build up to, are the guards going to stand down? Who's going to stand up against them?
Yeah, yeah.
Is Rhaenyra going to get hurt? All of the loose ends are still here. Like Damon said, it's the challenge that lies within the castle, of us just getting through the gates.
Yep. So yeah,
So
the siege happens,
yeah,
and all the dragons are posted up, and like it was an amazing scene, man. I'm like, all
yeah,
right, yeah, like this is all right. This is what it looks like to take over. So, all right, man. My thing is this
yeah.
though, right? And I wanted to look up like the rules for usurping, right? What
Mm.
are the game like? Is it like capture the flag? Like if you sit on the throne for a couple of seconds, you know what I mean? Like you automatically king, or like, or you have to sacrifice somebody in the place of it, like a witness, but, like, there was a lot of stuff that I had a lot of questions, you know what I mean, like, as I was, like,
Yeah,
entering these.
it seemed like in order for her to fully accept that she's queen, like she needed to take the head of somebody,
Yes,
from the
yes.
usurpment of it all. And obviously Alicent and Helena are spared. So, yeah, I guess those are the rules, right? I mean, she wanted Aegon's head. Just
Yes,
that was
obviously,
so it
but he
just
abdicated his own throne, so and, yeah, what's the
right.
rules for that, right? And then
Yeah.
does it just there's a lot of stuff where I'm like,
Like
"Alright, so
what
that's
happens
it?"
when he
Like
comes back? Right. What happens when he
yeah,
comes back?
or you just don't let him come back, like, I don't yeah, how does that work? Like,
Then
I
and
don't
then like, who do the King's Guard obey? And obviously it would have to be Rhaenyra at this point, right? So yeah, it's I don't know. I don't even know if they know the rules. Like, I guess maybe that was written a long time ago.
Yes.
Like the
Well,
the
yeah,
bylaws of the king and the Targaryens. Maybe it's just we're just ignorant to that information. I'm not sure, but yeah, you're right. There, it seemed for them to usurp the throne from her, no one needed to be beheaded. They just kind of went in,
true.
did their own ceremony,
Yep.
and that was it. And everyone just kind of accepted it. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so I guess they just kind of now accept this because I don't think anyone. I mean, what would you do? Just stand up against Daemon
yeah.
Targaryen and lose your head in the
Well, yeah,
process? Like, so
he
it's
was yeah, it looked like a Jackie Chan, yeah, I mean, like, just, like a scene where he just going in every
right.
room and just fucking everybody
Yeah.
up, like, it was
Yeah.
boom, 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 like, really laying it down, and then, it's just him and her, and yeah, like, that last line of defense, right? The Kingsguard, you know what I'm saying? They forged that little,
Right.
semicircle to block the throne,
Yep.
and then we get company, right? And yeah, you didn't know where it was gonna go, like, so just for the audience too, the gold cloaks, that's not to be confused with the King's Guard. The
Hmm.
gold cloaks or it was the City Watch,
Right.
which was started by Damon.
Right.
And yeah, even that, like, I knew that Allison was talking to somebody, but I'm like, I don't know the necessarily significance,
Yep.
but it was Allison doing her part,
Yep.
and, yeah, they had backup. They looked like it was 2 against,
Yeah.
40,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
no, they had backup,
Yeah,
like,
and then that just once they kind of then take the remaining guards of Team Green, she's like, "That's it. Scour the castle, find me Aemon. I want his head." And so in this kind of chunk of scenes here is like basically like just Daemon like just going with the highest bidder. Each person he finds gets better and better for him. So first he gets the
yes,
maester, and the maester's like, "Listen, you can kill me if you want, dude. I'm just a maester, or you can take the prisoner behind door A." And then so
uh,
he's like, "Okay, who's this guy? Oh, he was a
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
cool."
did you know who it was before?
I was so no,
Who did
as
yeah,
so as
because
soon
yeah,
as
Monet was like,
I
"Who are they bringing?" And I was like, "Ah, I could not think of who. I could not
so
think
as
of who,"
soon
and I
as
should have thought
I
about it.
as soon as I saw Damon look through the window and start laughing, I was like, "Oh my god, it's Otto." Because we knew
Oh, you
we
knew from the
knew
yeah, that's why I was like, "Who is he laughing at?"
We
Like,
knew we knew Otto was locked up somewhere. We didn't know why. We didn't know how. We saw a clip, I think, in last season of him locked up just in a cell. And so that
yes.
basically was finally answered. I didn't put it that till he looked in the window. I was like, dude, Damon, why are you going back in this creepy black dark hallway? Like,
Yeah,
why are
yeah.
you like I
Yeah,
thought
because
that was
I
just a
thought it was like, alright, he's gonna get the one guy that just, try to do,
yeah.
Allison it
Yeah.
whenever, but then I'm like, "Yeah, well, what's the significance of that?" Like, he don't care about her.
Right.
And, yep,
Yeah.
he was
So
laughing.
Otto
He gets out Otto
Hightower
Hightower. Wow.
Um,
The
locked
Tywin
up.
Lannister of this world, like, essentially, you know what I mean? He
Yeah,
is the kingmaker kinda like, Tywin was,
yeah.
uh, and really, yes, a misstep for Aemon and the Greens to even lock him up, you know what I mean? Like, he's
No, it
just
wasn't. It was
very
it was Lars. Lars did that on his own. I don't think anyone. You think Aemond and Aegon knew that Otto was
yeah,
locked up?
because remember, he got banished at first, though, remember?
Okay, maybe yeah. Okay,
Yeah, he was
okay.
banished, like, they pretty much was like, he didn't want his counsel, whatever, you know what I
I
mean?
just
He was
thought
being a little dick.
I just thought they assumed he went back with wherever Darren was with the other back to the wherever the high towers lived. I didn't okay, maybe I missed that part, but I assumed the family didn't know. But maybe you're right. Okay. Uh
But yeah, so then it goes back into that vulnerability, man. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Rhaenyra gotta put her big boy pants on.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, and, like, he said it. He was like, "Just let Damon do it because I don't really feel like I don't
Getting
really."
hacked at. That was that would like I laughed for 5 minutes. Like I had to like stop, well, like, yo, he said, yeah, well, let him do it because at
Right.
least I don't gotta get hacked at, whatever. And then this man proceeds to get hacked
Oh,
at.
oh, it was so uncomfortable. I was like,
Oh
"Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Yeah,
But I'm glad she got it on the second. I was like, that's not too bad.
right.
Two slices, not too
Yeah, 2's
bad.
not bad, right. We probably I don't think anyone but maybe Daemon Targaryen got his first head on his first slice the first time.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
yeah, just crazy graphic, and then Daemon takes the sword, takes the other guy's head off just because
yeah.
he can.
Without, yeah, he was about to say something. Shut
No
up,
hesitation, right. Tell my
shut
wife
the.
that right, yeah. Man, I wasn't expecting that. I thought Rhaenyra was gonna not do it. I thought it was all
Yeah, and because
gonna
she said, "I don't know if I can.
yeah,
I don't know if I can."
right,
And, yeah, there was discourse online, and people I guess people was thinking that people are reading the scene wrong, and, that this post has said, "Media literacy really is dead because how are so many people misinterpreting Rhaenyra's walk to the throne? Did you completely miss the scene where she questioned if a throne was worth losing both for her sons? This is the face of somebody that's questioning if it was worth the cause." And yeah, there's some reality to that, but like you can't go back now. Like, you know what I mean? Like you cannot go back now. Like you started all this.
right,
That's why we kept you alive. That's why you couldn't
right,
die. Like, and it
right.
was almost like maybe she wanted to die. Like maybe she wanted to die in this quest and just all right, man. It just the shoe fits where it fit. You know what I mean, like
Yeah,
it falls where it falls, whatever. And because she didn't want to have to make these tough decisions. Like I now
right.
I'm thinking like that's what she been trying to sabotage herself the whole time. But it's like no, like you got to do this. And she literally said, "I don't know if I can." And he's like, "Yo, you have to do it because I'm not the king."
They're all watching. Yeah, yeah,
And I saw the vision. Like you're here. You're supposed to be the
right,
person.
right.
So,
Yeah, I
honey, I
thought
got you. I got you.
right, and so just in that physical and again emotional aspect of it all, this is where, like, I think is she's going to have problems, right? So we see in the trailer for next week. I mean, there's hardly any money left, and there's rats because we killed all the rat catchers, and it's squander and just people are all over the place, and I think she has a hard time running the kingdom now that she's back in control because I like obviously Aegon wasn't doing anything, Aemon wasn't doing anything, but worried about what Daemon was doing. So like no
Yep.
one's been ruling the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've all
Yep.
just kind of been focused on each other. So now that she's got the job, it's just much like our country. Every time a new president comes in, they've got to clean up what the last 4 years were, and then hopefully try to
Yep.
do something new, and then just do it all over again. And it's an interesting to see where this goes, and you're right because like do the town folk probably don't have that best of education, so like do they even know the rules? Like who are we following this day? And it's like I guess
Yep.
whoever has the most dragons in King's Landing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
How about Allison's face though, man?
yeah,
That last
yeah,
scene, um, when she walks her in because it's like, oh, somebody got captured, and we're like, who the hell?
yep.
It's Allison and
She just
Lena,
sees her dad's head there on the floor,
and
and
she looked at
Rhaenyra.
her like, "Bitch, ain't nobody agreed to you killing my dad."
Yeah,
she was we this was not a part of the agreement. Like, what do you like? You killed my dad, and it's Rhaenyra like trying having to save face and just be
just another right. Yeah, it's
like
a
if it wasn't your dad, it would be you or your daughter. So
or your
yeah,
son,
like
right? It was supposed to be your son, and right. Yeah, I thought, man, just a final blow of betrayal. I don't know if there's any coming back from that. I
I
think
know. Yep.
we see a clip from next week where it looks like Alicent is talking to Rhaenyra. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure where. Certainly excited to see because I mean that's just been this whole show. It started with
Yep.
their relationship. It'll end with their relationship, and it's just a.
And yeah,
Uh,
she's probably holding on to like I know you been having like my father when he was trying to get me with your dad. Like, yeah, I
right,
mean, like she's
right.
probably like
Well,
thinking about because she's yeah, it's the emotions and the women on women and
and
they're
in
like
and in that scene too, her walking to the throne, that just we kind of had that like, you know, the road to riches is paved with blood or whatever the kind of saying is. Like her finally getting what she wanted, was it worth it? All
yep,
this, her son's dying, her She had just killed her best friend's father. Her Damon took the life of one of Helena's kids last year. So I mean, a lot of death and blood spill just for you to sit on a chair made of swords. So it's something that
Well, your dad, told you the privacy. He never said it would look
right.
it would look pretty.
Yeah.
Getting there. So
Yeah, the road to riches. So, I mean, yeah, so like what happens now? Do we have to like re-interview everybody that works in the castle to make sure that they're actually on board? Because I would imagine with a castle full of people who just supported the Greens, like you got to watch your back. Like, are you sure you
yeah,
can trust the maid that's bringing you the food right now? Like, or the person she
yeah.
talked to before that? So it's just I'm so very curious to now see the inner workings as this continues. So, um, I would imagine is man, what do you like? What do you think happens next? Do you have any book knowledge or just predictions or because like
No,
I'm like
I was kind of going into this more like clean, like just
yeah
like all right, yeah, I don't want to. Not that I won't. I'll do my research, but yeah, it's yeah, I don't know where. Like I think well, obviously, we seen in the previews, obviously that she's gonna have to start killing some other, people that could make legitimate claims to the throne. You know what I mean? So obviously, it's Aegon and Aemon's little brother, Darren, who is being taken care of by Sir Ormond or
mhm
Lord Ormond, like her
mhm
brother or her
mhm
cousin,
mhm
Allison's cousin. So yeah, you're gonna have that. Aemon's gonna fight and do what he has to do where he's at. Yeah,
So,
who else?
and I think the next well, and that's why I'm curious. I'm curious what's going to happen with Aemon for the rest of the season. I think Aegon I don't think they can return to King's Landing. I think Aegon and Lars have to go and travel to wherever they're traveling to. And I think potentially maybe Allison Rivers keeps Aemond at Harrenhal for the rest of the season. I don't
Okay.
so because the next big thing that we have in the storyline is the battle between Aemon and Daemon.
Okay.
And that's the Battle of God's Eye, which is the lake that surrounds Harrenhal. So I can't
Mm,
imagine Aemon goes back to King's Landing and then back to Harrenhal for a final battle, which we're probably not going to see till like season 4. So for the rest of the season, I don't think they can go back, right? So that has to be the storyline. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't. Yeah,
but
I think that
that's
it has to be deeper than that. It has to. Yeah,
okay. All right. Well,
the
let's.
Greens still have some fight. They probably got some leverage. They got some bannermen. They got some leverage still in some certain places. So
Yeah, and we have to remember. I think now Cole and his army are on their way to Harrenhal when they saw
yep.
Vhagar fly over, and Daemon sent the Starks and the Riverlands to King's Landing. So now they're all kind of switching
Mhm.
spots here. So yeah, interesting. I don't know, and that's another thing too. If the Greens would decide to go back to King's Landing with an army and or anything, Rhaenyra has four dragons just sitting
Yep.
on top of the city waiting. So interesting to see what moves everyone's going to start making next.
Yep.
I think, yeah, I think that I don't know. I think that about wraps it up for me. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you can think of that happened? Another
No,
just
that's
incredible
it.
episode.
Yeah, definitely amazing. Definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So until next time, man. Episode House of the Dragon season 3 is next week. We have 8 total this season, so we've got 6 more. I'm excited. I think this is up there. Are you where are we feeling Game of Thrones wise? Are you feeling this season a little bit more than A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, or where's your rankings so far?
I mean, it's still high. It's high. I mean, Night of the Seven Kingdoms was amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like that was really good. Even though it started off slow. No, I think they're all. I mean, yes, there is a comparison and there's some competition. Get back to me. Get back to me on that. But like, I never really ranked this show that low anyway. But this is what, Pete, this is what people, imagine when they think of this world. And in Game of Thrones, they kept talking about the lore of all these dragon fights and so we're seeing it. So like, we're getting what we want. You know what I'm saying? So
especially this season. No, I think you're exactly right. We're getting what we want. And I hopefully we'll continue to get more than that in each episode. Okay, well let's wrap it up, fam. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you guys so much for listening. Another episode of Recap and Record. You can find us using the links in the description down below. Instagram, figuratively, metaphorically, has been on fire for this season, thanks to the dragons. So if you haven't done so already, follow us over there. We've got new clips and videos and everything going up every week. Doing a great job doing that. Thank you, Los. And so if you haven't done so already, click subscribe, hit the bell, hit notifications, and just support the show in any way you can. It's Recap and Record. My name's Levi. That's Los. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.